streaming. Go gadgets. Also, my headphones are like doing this weird thing where they're cutting in and cutting out. That's annoying. Oh, I think we're live.
Shit. Again.
Shit.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Wow, we sound so drunk. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Wait, whose birthday is it? Spookiest Boonman. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday, Spooky.
Yay, that was really bad.
That was horrible.
Chaos.
We don't need rehearsals.
No. Never.
You can rent us.
I'm glad we just went with that. That was great. I don't even know if Spooky's still here. I hope Spooky's still here for that beautiful rendition.
I hope for him he's not.
So anyone who missed
They
it,
might have disappeared.
it's Spooky's birthday. Happy birthday to them. But I don't even know if they're in the chat anymore, so maybe they missed out. Oh well. Now someone else can go and watch this video and be like, why are they drunk at the beginning? What is that all about?
Because it's late. It's a long day. It's a Friday.
Yay, Friday!
Yay!
Oh, Spooky's here. Okay, good. Okay, I need to take a piss, as we talked about before we started this call. So, why don't you guys talk about what you've been up to this week?
Well,
Yay!
I pissed a lot.
What else?
Sir Piss a lot. Oh, there he is. Sir Piss a lot.
That's gonna be his name. He's gonna be called Sir Pissalot. Well,
Okay. You've been building that large toy soldier?
yes. Actually, fucking 3 of them.
Okay, you're kidding me.
I was busy. I got a week of vacation actually,
Oh.
and to the delight of my girlfriend, I really managed to get a lot of hobby time done, which was good. I haven't worked on a project so intensely for a long, long time
Why was that to the delight of your girlfriend?
because she was she's home as well, and I don't think her absolute dream is of us both being home and me spending all day in my cellar working on toy models. Well,
Oh, that is or is not?
is not. Of course, it's not. That was irony, sarcasm.
Okay. I'm really bad at that.
No, you are not.
Yeah, that's right.
So, what were you two up to?
I have been, what I'm doing right now, I have been preparing for my return to science fiction. But as I tend to do in the past, I'm not doing it as I'm supposed to, because what you can see here is what I built last time on
Yeah.
at the end at the last stream. I received my my Kickstarter from Corvus Belli's board game, sci-fi dungeon crawler, like a good while ago. And I was not very excited about that because I ordered it 2 years ago. Like every Kickstarter, it has delays and everything. And now I'm stuck here with this massive box of metal miniatures, which are beautiful in their own right, but I have not much use for them right now. So I feared that they would die a slow and unloved pile of shame death. Until just recently, no, a good while ago, my new love, Frostgrave, was announced to have a science fiction, rule set.
Really?
And yeah, that's called Stargrave, which will be delivered like next week or no, at the its release date is end of June. No, end of April. So end of this month.
Okay.
And the idea is that you have like a warband, like a captain and a first mate, and a handful of thugs and different characters. And the basic idea of the game is that they're scrambling for loot. So you can either have data loot or what was the other, data or like physical loot.
Okay.
From down spaceships and whatever. And there's a campaign, so your character can grow, he can learn new abilities and all kinds of stuff. And I was not sure if I was excited about that at first. It was like, yeah, it's okay. Frostgrave in space sounds good. But now that I have these Infinity models on my hand, I'm planning to use them for Stargrave, and that really got me excited because I'm having this band of Shasvasti, which are basically an
Like
alien
what?
race. Shasvasti?
Shasvasti?
Yeah, they're called Shasvasti. They
Is it something to eat? Like takeaway food?
No, that would be the Toha, because Shasvasti Toha look like artichokes.
Okay.
No, the background of Infinity is really rich. So Shasvasti is the name the humans gave them. For some reasons I forgot. It's actually, I think, an Hindu word, I guess.
So no takeaway food. Okay.
No takeaway.
I was going to say, it has all the right letters to be Hindu.
I'm going to use them. Yeah.
Why should we all start playing this game?
Which, Stargrave?
Yes.
Because you can use whatever miniatures you want to. It's one of those games where you get a rule set, and you can do the heck what you want with the rule set. If it's half as cool as Frostgrave,
yes,
it's like the opening to the world. What I really love about Frostgrave is, and took me a while to realize, that it is a rule set that is easy to play. It's so easy that you can pick it up in one game without losing too much of the tactical depth. And you can concentrate more on the story or the characters or just rolling dice. And it's really cool for if you want to play it like once a month, if you don't have the time to play it more often. When I played Infinity, I would say I tried to play it at least every 2 weeks, and that was too little.
Okay.
To stay on top and be, play competitive and because the rule set is amazing, but it's also really can tend to be really complicated. And with Frostgrave, I suddenly had the opportunity to just roll dice, roll them quick, concentrate on just having the shits and the giggles and all the fun, and
you
having
don't want
good.
to say concentrate on having the shits. Having the shits means having diarrhea in English.
Oh, but the shits and the giggles.
Yeah, the shits and the giggles is okay.
That's what I said.
Scheiße.
Scheiße.
Yeah. So the new rule set with Stargrave is a little bit different because the wizards in space sound weird, though they are Jedi, but that doesn't translate so well. So
well, Star Wars is nothing else, huh?
Yes, yeah. But so they changed some of the rules, and I'm really excited to play the game and see how it differentiates from Frostgrave. And I just see so much opportunity in a frankly open universe where it doesn't have much of background like in Frostgrave. In Frostgrave, you have this city, period. And there's very little background, so you can really dwell deep into your own storyline. And with Stargrave, it will be almost the same. So you have a whole universe for you to play around. Yes, you have that with 40K as well, but there's some canon in 40K. And
Big
my idea,
cannons, very big cannons. Yeah, yeah.
and with Stargrave, it will be like the opposite. It's intended not to be canon because there's not a company behind it that wants to sell miniatures, but they want to sell rules, so rule books. And yeah, that's what I'm really excited about. So I have my Shasvastia, and my idea for that band of aliens is that they're crashed with a ship, and they're all about biotechnology and bioengineering, but they have lost sort of their memory. So they're running around looting things, trying to piece back together what they are actually supposed to do.
Okay. Nick,
Hey,
did you manage to pee?
I managed to pee.
Woo!
Good.
I know that everyone was waiting to find out if I peed.
Yay.
I'm so glad.
I know you are, and that's why I love you, because you care about my bowels.
Like a heart, this is a heart symbol, huh? Like this.
Yes, it's a great heart. Yeah. So before we get going on like all the conferencing, I wanted to. I put in the like teaser for this that we were going to talk about the new Rumour Engine thing that went up this week. So you guys can keep working, and I'll just put it on my screen if I can figure this out ever. That's what I want to do. One sec. Okay, so yeah, we have this. So the Rumour Engine this week. We did this thing before, right? Where we had that picture, those pictures that I was like, are these Tyranids? Are these not Tyranids? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Shit, I'm
Yep.
spilling beer all over my workstation. I opened my beer, very
Again?
slowly has been spewing out.
Yeah. Or a jinx and say something has to, but
What?
something will have to go. You don't want to say it because it will happen.
I don't understand. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Something won't go right. It will go. You don't want to jinx it.
That's about right.
Cleaning beer.
Yeah. Just before we get started, I'm just going to read a few bits of the chat. Symbio Joe goes, Marco, that victim looks freaked. I think referring to the French. What do we call them? The French
Victim,
Sorry,
we shouldn't.
the French victim, the Frenchman.
We shouldn't.
Is
We
the joke
really
that the
shouldn't.
beer went horribly wrong? That's the thing that went horribly wrong this week?
Yeah. Hopefully that is the only thing.
Well, give me this 1 second, please. Joe, thank you. But even bigger thanks to Flynn, being the giant a specialist that he is, for suggesting to take this model. I think it will really look awesome in the end. Thanks, Flynn. Again, where's the heart? It is like this
Yeah.
heart.
Yes.
Yes.
Flynn, did you see my tag? I tagged you on something today? Another joke
Yeah, I saw that.
on Twitter? FYI.
Yeah, I saw it. I then went searching for it on eBay within 2 minutes of seeing it.
Man,
Seeing
did you
it.
find it?
Yes, I am not paying nearly $250 for something to come from America. That would.
Wait.
That then I've got like
is it
the.
just the shipping that's a problem? Because you can ship it to me and then I'll like mule it to you.
Oh no, it'll be the customs charge on it as well, and also with international shipping. No, I'm not dealing with that right now. Also, I don't have the money for it at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the real reason. But if you ever
There's
need
something
to mule
else.
something to Canada, you send it to Canada. But the Americans charge us an arm and a leg for shipping as well. So
Yeah,
that helps.
yeah, because I've just seen something else come up today that I want even more.
Uh-oh.
But
There's more
I'm not
giants? I thought you
saying
had them
it.
all. Oh, you don't want
It's
someone
not
else to steal it?
giants.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not giants. It's something else. Something. I don't want to say it because it will give it. It might give it away.
Okay, the more you talk about it, the less patience we have with you not talking about it. So let's just not talk about it.
Okay,
I'll let you guys know
Because
after
you're being
this.
like cheeky. You're like, oh, there's a thing. And I'm not going to say the thing.
I'm gonna put-
But there's a thing. And maybe it's a thing.
Marco, it looks amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, the anus? That did look pretty hot.
No, it's beyond an anus. Look at it.
Anus mouth?
It's marvelous.
Okay,
Marvelous.
hold on. So before we get too crazy,
I'll just put it in our chat.
Oh, our chat? Oh, interesting. Well, that's
Yeah,
just cheeky.
on the Discord.
That's just cheeky. What? I have no idea what that is.
All right.
Marco,
let
you
me-
should go check the Discord chat because you're an old man. You'll know
Will
what it
do.
is.
Will do.
Okay.
Do-do-do.
So I wanted to talk about the Rumour Engine. This week on the Rumour Engine, we got this picture. Everyone seen this picture? What do you guys think this looks like?
An hand holding a trigger.
Yeah, what kind of hand?
Oh, a Gene Stealer cultist.
Exactly. So people identified pretty quickly that this thing was a Gene Stealer cultist. So why the hell am I like, oh, is this a Tyranid? Is this a Tyranid? Is this a Tyranid? Why would I want to talk about that? Because we have this guy right here, and it's... Can I make this work? Hold on. Well, this was working a second ago. Anyway, we got this dude here, and you can see that his hand is very similar to the hand that we see here.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
it's almost definitely a Gene Stealer hand, especially when you look at the wrist. It's got the little
Yeah.
folds there for a Gene Stealer wrist.
Yeah.
So why did I want to talk about this? So right now, like Games Workshop is in the process of updating all of the codexes. So I guess this is our hint that the Gene Stealer Cult Codex is coming soon. And I talked this over with a couple of people, and we were all saying that it's probably just going to be a special character for Gene Stealers, because that's what they tend to do. Like, you look at the Dark Eldar Codex, they gave you a new codex, and they gave you a new character with Lilith Hesperax. So this will probably be a similar kind of model, where Gene Stealer Cult Codex comes out, it comes with a character model. Everyone is saying that they think this is going to be some kind of demolitions expert, because he's got like a detonator sort of thing. And that Gene Stealer Cult has a lot of weird specialist characters that do a lot of weird stuff. So they don't have like a sapper or a demolitions expert, so it could well be that. But the reason I wanted to bring this up was to ask people, though this will probably be just one character for the Gene Stealer Cult, if this was like a signal of a larger Gene Stealer Cult release, what do you want to see in the Gene Stealer Cult that they don't already have? Like, we're pretty lucky in that they have a lot of really cool models already. But if you got to choose the stuff that you wanted to, new models that you wanted to see in the Gene Stealer Cult, what would you pick? That's what I'm wondering.
Throne for the Patriarch.
You'd want a Patriarch?
A throne for him to sit on.
Oh, a throne for the Patriarch. Oh, that's a good one. An Osseous
Just like
throne?
the older models.
Mentioned once in the Codex.
Could be. Could do.
Yeah, I would echo a Patriarch call, but I want like a big beefy Patriarch. Like, I want like a
Oh,
super old giant Patriarch. That would be really cool.
Would be awesome. Agreed.
Like a Tyranid monstrous creature Patriarch. I don't know if that would make any sense, but I think it would be damn cool.
A big monster would be nice, of course.
What do you?
I
What do
think I know what you
picture?
mean. There's like some artwork.
Sorry.
Yeah. There's been a lot of old artwork where they have like a huge Patriarch like hiding in the sewers and stuff. But
Wait, is that a
Also
is that
go
the
down the-
statue? Are you talking about the statue? There's that art of that statue.
Simon, what did you
No.
do?
What?
wait, did you get another one? Oh
Simon,
no, it's not. It's the same one.
Simon got the double talent and about the best piece of the demarcator. Why did you do that?
Yeah.
No, do it. Thank you for doing that.
You ruined it.
I appreciate that greatly, Simon. Let's see if I can find this art.
This is the most stupid part of the whole damn thing.
Sorry for interrupting, folks.
Oh, here we go. I got it. I
Yeah.
just got to see how I
I
got
was
it.
also thinking doing the aristocratic Gene Stealer cults, because they have that in a few stories and stuff, where they have the houses of like the Hive worlds, where they've become the Gene Stealer hybrids and everything.
Oh,
Well-
okay. Like the rulers of the world.
Well,
Yeah, that's it.
good idea. Two things from me. First off, don't we need a limousine?
Yes, we need a limousine. I don't think we're ever getting a limousine because I feel like that Ridge Runner thing was supposed to be like close enough to a limousine. But
Okay.
I absolutely want a limousine.
Of course you would. And point 2, you do remember the Chaos Gene Stealer cults, do you?
A little
Yes.
bit. And in Necromunda
No.
rules, there are Chaos Gene Stealer cults. Your Gene Stealer cult Necromunda can fall to Chaos. So that's a thing.
Okay.
Is this the art you're talking about, Flynn?
No, that's
Fine.
just like it's a statue. I think there's been like a huge. Actually, let me see if I can find
Oh,
it.
cool. Okay. Well, this is what I love this art. This is friggin' awesome. This is like some weird Gene Stealer
Wow.
cult Patriarch statue. I would
That's
love to
pretty-
recreate this. And it's just so cool. You see the scale with all the little dudes down here, like walking in.
Yeah.
These little dudes are pretty cool. There's like a really cool like aberrant down there.
Awesome. Where's it from?
I don't think it's in the it might be in the Codex, or I don't know if they just. I think it's probably in the Codex. But maybe Games Workshop just released it on their website or something. Because you can see there's like a magus standing at the base of the statue. The statue's just massive.
Yep.
Okay, so a limo. That's a really good call. I would love a limo. I would love any. I don't know. I feel like we've gotten kind of spoiled for like. We've got the rock grinder, which is kind of like a truck, like a kind of civilian truck, and then we've got the Ridge Runner, which is kind of like sort of quasi-military / civilian. But I'd love more like civilian like car options like limos. But I'd be shocked if we got a limo. So
Yeah.
what about you? What do you think Gene Stealer cults need? Or what do you want to see Gene Stealer cults get?
I would love for them to be less monothematic. So I think I felt when Games Workshop released those new Gene Stealer cult things, it
Mhm.
always felt that they were trying to lure back the second edition nerds like us, like me. I felt
Yeah.
personally threatened to return.
Oh, threatened because you're like, this is the stuff I would get back to 40K for.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
But in the end, what kept me from not going back was that they were all this. Oh yeah, look at us! We are rock grinders, and we are. I don't know. They were like a comedic bunch of workers, like
Really?
not believable workers. I felt that they were like, ooh, look at us! We're having this massive chainsaw blade thing, rotating thing that supposed to be a tool at some point, but now it's a weapon.
Yeah.
And I can see where they design wise, where they wanted to have the Gene Stealer cult a unified look. But to me, a Gene Stealer cult is more hiding and blending into an existing society.
Yeah.
So I feel that a Gene Stealer cult look a little bit like hard to differentiate from another army at 2 meters away.
So they should look like guardsmen, basically.
Sort of, yes.
humans,
It doesn't have
general
to be
humans.
guardsmen. There could be because I think infiltrating the Imperial Guard would be rather hard. But
Mhm.
they infiltrated like mine workers. That's nice, but that cannot be everything. There cannot be a mine to be infiltrated on every single world.
Mhm. True.
I
And,
think
well-
they just took one theme, huh?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's just one thing, and I would love for them to be more wider. I think those aristocrat idea, that's amazing. So
Yeah.
now, when you look at the Gene Stealer cults, you always have the idea of those rug rags. We use whatever we can, whatever we found for weapon thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I think you could explore that into another direction. So if you think about having a major house in a hive world, having been infiltrated, what eventually happened to every successful cult that rises against the system,
Mhm.
I think you would have them less patched together and more elite.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, my 2 cents. I cannot tell for any units because I would argue then from a gaming perspective, and since I have not played that
Well,
in a good
You
while.
don't have to talk from an gaming perspective. You could just be like, what would be cool to see for Gene Stealer Cults? Like, who
Yeah,
cares
for
what
that
they
I
are?
would need to know what they already have.
Oh,
I
They've
really
got
like those. I really like those bikers because I think they had a massive amount of character.
Agreed.
And them exploring like buggies and light transportation devices is really cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about those big truck that has those grinding things at the front that looks a little bit like
Like a toy.
yeah, and something that could have been cool in Soylent Green.
yeah.
I think it looks too much like a toy. I think I get your point.
So yeah, I don't know. I think what they could use is something sinister, like something threatening and a little bit less comedic.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the figures, and there's this one dude who has all these lenses in his face with his cloak and coated knife going backwards.
Yeah, he's like an assassin dude.
Yeah, he looks funny, and an assassin shouldn't look funny. All the others look pretty menacing.
Mhm.
And he has the one-eyed familiar in the background. Like that's cute, that's funny, but that's not threatening. That's not like a Gene Stealer cult lictor.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's a bit over the top in parts, like the Killer Morph, the one with the three
With
guns.
the multiple guns, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I think it looks great, but you can make a point saying it's too comic-like, too toy-like, too over the top. I
Yeah.
think this is what I'm hearing. What Simon is saying is at least how I understand it is. It's a bit too
Yeah.
toy-like, a bit too much over the top, not grounded enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit like cheeky cowboy 3-gun dude. I see what you mean. I didn't really
like
think
it.
about like how comedic they are, but you kind of have a point there.
I'm sorry.
Well, the reason I really like the like minor aesthetic is that I feel like it's almost like Games Workshop used them as an excuse to explore like a different part of human society, because
Yeah.
they're Gene Stealer cultists, and like if you buy the Acolyte hybrids, then you get like all these like crazy Gene Stealer conversion arms. But if you don't buy the Acolytes and you just buy the Neophytes, you get people in these really cool like hard suits, like space suits,
Yep.
which is not a model
Everybody
that are in the human range. And in order to
Everybody
convert
loves.
those,
Everybody
Sorry?
loves these.
yeah, and like
Yeah.
everyone converts them. So I think
Yeah.
I'm all for them using armies as excuses to give more conversion fodder. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, and if
course.
you don't want to use
So-
Gene Stealers with the weird mining tools, you just get the Neophytes and then you just like swap in Imperial Guard weapons or something.
Yeah. See, and that's what I think would be cool if you don't have to do that work.
If they
Well,
Because
I really think they tried to pick a strong theme,
Yeah.
and picking the minor theme wasn't the worst idea.
No question. I'm not against the mining theme,
yeah,
but it is, to me, it's a little. I have the urge to convert everything always,
yeah,
and I
We all have.
can hardly take anything from the box.
yeah.
And I think Games Workshop has pulled like has made a decision by doing the plastic kits in a way that you're almost forced to build them as they are supposed to, and it's really hard to
No.
convert them.
It's not
Yeah.
hard to convert them.
Yeah, but you used to have a head and arms, and arm swaps
Yeah.
and head swaps would
Yeah.
have been
You still
really
have that.
easy.
It's still
Yeah,
like
but not
that. With the Gene Stealer cultists, you can just plunk a different head inside their armor.
throughout the whole range. That's what I.
No, I disagree. Like the Gene Stealer cultists, they're all extremely convertible. Like the guys on the bikes, they're
Yeah.
all just like ball socket joints for their heads.
Really?
Yeah, even like the
Yeah.
what's it called? The aberrants. Same thing. It's really easy to change their heads.
Okay.
Less so really with the aberrants because they've got more of the head fits into it. Like, it's because it's got the not just because it's got the collar around it,
like
but it's more of
stuff.
like sliding. Yeah, but you apart from doing a bit of like green stuff into it, it's easy to sort it out. But it's just you can't just go if you're a novice and just go straight swap the head over onto it because it's more of a flat peg sort of join rather than a ball and socket join.
Yeah, but the arms on them are still like flat surfaces that you just like glue an arm to.
But so two final thoughts from my side, because I feel like I don't know way too little. I know way too little about the current range.
Yeah.
To make anything counting here. But what I wanted to say is that if it might be possible that throughout the Gene Stealer cult range, you are easy to swap things. But if you want to use parts from another range, that might get harder because other ranges might be not so interchangeable.
The new stuff, probably, yeah.
But that is another thing that I can hardly judge because I know so little about the different kits and how they are built. There used to be a time where I knew every bit from every frame, but that's like long ago.
Yeah, I think it's the old monopose discussion.
I do not have any time for monopose. Anyone who says, like you guys just said, oh yeah, I have to convert everything, I got to convert anything out of the box. I can't just take anything out of the box. Anyone who's comfortable with conversion is not held back by monopose. Like, it's so easy to cut them up and put them together the way you want.
I'm with you and think the point is even stronger. Just compare. I mean, I know you don't like Space Marines too much, but just compare how cool today's monopose Primaris Marines look.
Yeah.
Compared to the old average multipose tactical Marines, which looked so much worse in every kind of way.
Yeah, and those were multi-part. So like we're getting like much better models. I feel like there was another point that I wanted to make about monopose, but I can't remember what it is. But yeah, I whenever someone's like, "Oh my god, monopose," it just kind of like makes my brain shut off. I'm like, "Oh my god, come on." Like if you're anyone, I get it if you're not like a converter and you just want to do head swaps and weapon swaps, it's challenging. Yeah. But it's not that bad, especially because we're working with plastic. Like if these were computer monopose models, that would be one thing. But they're plastic.
Yeah. And thing is, for the newbie, for the average guy or girl, just buying these models and sticking them together. With today's options, the standard stock model looks so much better than it used to look.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get cool poses.
Just want to bring up some guys from the chat what they've said about it.
Flynn, can we go through the chat and see if there's anyone who like had recommendations for what they want for the Gene Stealer cult.
So Navarro says Gene Stealer is based on different races. Barclays agrees with that with alien Stealers. Jacob Foster goes, what about Gene Stealers that have taken over the nobility, like we mentioned earlier? Sam Zokai has said a new hybrid type or limo. Because Barclays also goes on that there's a short story about an Elder hybrid, which do you guys know about that one or not?
There's a short story? I didn't know that one.
So basically, there's a patriarch that has become the avatar of Cain.
Come on. Is this fan fiction?
No.
Is this Games Workshop?
Yeah, so
is this old
apparently
or
Croft oldish. Croftfold basically gets I find it somewhere, but basically a Croftfold is a Gene Stealer infestation happens on it. The aspect warrior they're going to sacrifice to become the avatar is infected with the Gene Stealer strain.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
And when it comes out, the avatar comes out with 4 arms and everything.
That's fucking cool.
That's fucking ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, but I love it.
I'm just trying to see where the story... Yeah, it's called The Patriarch of Cain.
Okay.
Wow.
I've tried. I've had a look to find out what's the name of the actual story it's from. Like there's a Barclays also goes on to say there's a Death Watch comic with a supersized Carnifex scale Patriarch. I think that's what I was looking for and remembering, but I found something different. I think it was in the reveal for Gene Stealer Cults for the 8th edition or something. I put that in our little chat and a link to it if you wanted to share it.
What?
So I won't be fast.
Oh,
So
yeah,
there's
yeah. Okay.
Death Watch comic, and I put something else in our chat. Jacob also goes, do GS have Gene Stealer Cults? So yeah, Simba Joe goes, Gene Stealer Cults don't have any flyers if they are allowed to use Imperial ones. So
that's
potentially having some flyers would be good.
Good point.
I think they can use the sounds like I guess might be able to use Valkyries. Barclays also goes some more Gene Stealer psychic constructs, like psychic projections or an idealized Uber Stealer.
So here's the art that Flynn was talking about from the 8th edition reveal. I remember this from the 8th edition reveal trailer. I really like this art. And I remember seeing this and being like, oh my god, can we have a giant Patriarch, please? But I don't know. I don't know if that's a Patriarch or if that's a statue. Like, it's got a lot of...
yeah, I'm not too sure
members on
because I think it's in a Death Watch comic, but I can't remember what one it is.
No, it's not in a Death Watch comic. This was in the reveal video.
I think it's a statue.
No, I think the other...
Oh,
There's a different one now I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one that you shared in the chat is from the Gene Stealer Cult reveal video.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And like that video had a lot of like models in it that we didn't see right away, but that showed up later. So it gave me hope that like crazy shit like this might show up, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Where did I get to?
Like our Gene Stealer Cult terrain piece is that crazy drill thing. We don't get a statue apparently.
Yeah, that's not as fun. The statue would have been brilliant, but then again, it's how would you explain to have a statue on some battles? But
well, whatever.
It's
There's
still
that
fun.
statue the sisters get, right?
Yeah.
True.
Notable Patriarch. What else? What else everyone said? What about a conversion kit that works with orcs or one that works with other factions? This way, it's less work on the model team, and they can focus on the rules.
That would be such a clever move, right? To sell a
Well-
conversion kit for which you would need to buy another set.
Okay, so they already have that conversion kit for like human heads. And I get that it would be cool to have like alien heads, but I'm just really impressed that they have the human one at all. That you can buy like a conversion sprue and just like put the heads on any human model.
Yeah.
See, again, I should just keep quiet because apparently...
No, I don't want to make you feel like you should just keep quiet. I just think like I'm just so I have a when it comes to Gene Stealer Cult, there's a lot of people who complain that they haven't released a Tyranid model since 2012. Like
I
a
think
new Tyranid
14.
model.
Yeah.
14, something like that. But I am very much of the belief that the whole Gene Stealer Cult release was a Tyranid model. Like that should count as a Tyranid release because not in 1,000 years would I have believed that that Games Workshop would ever release Gene Stealer Cult.
That's right.
And I was
Yep.
so happy when they did.
Yeah.
As a Tyranid player, I was happy. So
Yep.
when people are like, "Oh my god, Tyranids haven't gotten any models in like since 2012 or 2014," I'm like, "What are you talking about? Look at the Gene Stealer Cult release." Oh well, that's not really Tyranids. It's like, no, that is Tyranids. Like 2nd edition Codex, Gene Stealer Cult was in there. And we should be very
I
happy.
think so. I think so too because Gene Stealer cults have something very important, and that's figures you can actually relate to because they are a mix of the alien and some characters you can identify with.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things I learned from Mr. Moloch here
Yes, please.
was that he said that at one point that he was missing like a character in the Tyranid army, and therefore he had his Death Watch
Mm-hmm.
taken that space. So someone you can actually personally, as a builder and gamer, you can relate to.
Like you can cast yourself in the Force if you wanted to. You could be like, this human guy here, that's me.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
And that's what I did with my Inquisitor. And I think, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you said you did that with your Inquisitor, Marco.
Yes, I said so.
And I think the Gene Stealer cult just fits in that gap. So if you love Tyranids and the masses of alien things, they're there for you. But if you want to have some character, they're there for you as well.
Yep.
I think the thing is, you can't be the horror.
Yeah.
If you like horror fiction or something, you can't identify with the horror itself. Not really.
Yeah.
You have to find something else in the whole theme to identify with.
That's about right.
Yeah. Okay. What was I gonna say? I don't know.
And I think the Gene Stealer cults just offer you the opportunity to fill that gap.
Yeah.
They are still human to a certain point.
Yeah.
On the other side, they're like the evil dudes.
Yeah, but I definitely think of them as Tyranid models. Like, not clean, like pure Tyranid, but like, yeah.
Of course.
It's kind of like, okay, what I was going to say is, imagine if Games Workshop released an Eldar Exodite force.
Yeah.
Like if they made Games Workshop official models for Exodites, like Eldar riding dinosaurs. And imagine if an Eldar player was like, oh my god, we haven't gotten any models in like 20 years. And like right after the Exodite force released, I'd be kind of like, are you kidding me? And they'd be like, well, no, I mean like Craft World models. That's kind of how I see it when people say that they don't count Gene Stealer Cult as Tyranid models. Like, to me, Gene Stealer Cult are so Tyranid models that I never expected they would ever release, and I'm so happy they did. So, like, you gotta give credit where credit is due, man. You didn't get a new Carnifex or whatever, but you got something that's almost better, because you already have a Carnifex.
Well, it's true. The thing is, where I get the frustration of the Tyranid players a bit more is just, you remember the review we did of the current Tyranid range, which resulted in
I was just listening to it the other day.
There are so many awesome multi-dimensional advanced models released these days, which really make your jaw drop. And of course, the Tyranid range doesn't have any of these yet.
Yeah.
It will have at some point, but the last releases were mostly kind of lackluster for the Tyranids, at least. I think the Gene Stealer Cult releases has so many awesome, great characterful pieces that I'm really tempted to do an army myself just because the models are so good.
Yeah.
But the last Tyranid releases were like, nice, but nothing special, nothing which really caught me. And of course, Tyranid players and Tyranid fans have a hunger. Of course, they're all hungry to get something nice like this too, which is totally understandable.
Yeah, I understand. I don't know. I think
also on that point, we actually
go for it. Yeah.
Also on that point, Tyranid player, we got allies to have in a game for once, rather than being, you have to have another army of Nids. You can actually play with something else that can do something different rather than the same thing as you're already planning on doing.
That's
gives another depth to your playing style.
Missed. And that was something I remember when I was first starting Tyranids, and like my friends played like Space Marines and Imperial Guard and all that, and they were like, yeah, I can have allies. I can like ally these guys with my force. I'm like, what? I can't have allies. And I remember feeling very like I was missing something with my Tyranids. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's like cult. It's so cool they made cult, and I feel so fortunate as a Tyranid player that there is cult. So that's part of the reason that I chose this Rumour Engine thing, and I did my whole, is it a Tyranid? Because in my opinion, it is a Tyranid.
Yeah, okay. That being said, when you were having a panic in the beginning, I said what I did all week, and I said I just worked on 3 Imperial Knights at the same time, pretty much. And it's a kit which I've been meaning to tackle for a long, long time, and now was just the point where I thought, okay, I have some time, let's do it. But I was thinking all along, if Tyranids had a kit which would similarly inspire me as much as this one,
Yes.
I would be so all over this.
Yeah.
So much more, of course. You know, like I think the time is really right for a gargantuan, super heavy Tyranid monster, which is well designed.
Yes.
There you put the space, the most
Silly
important part of which is well designed.
Yep.
Yeah, let's look at the last designs we got, and
You
let's
got
hope
one
they
right there
don't
on your
do-
desk, don't you?
Yeah.
Or the Malaceptor, which is for me like the typical large Tyranid monster design, which is like bleh.
Yeah.
Blah.
So if anyone
Yeah.
missed the thing that Marco's talking about, we did a video review of Tyranid design, and I actually just uploaded the video, the audio from it as a podcast on the Xenos Alchemist podcast stream, whatever. So if you subscribe to Xenos Alchemist, you would have seen that that new episode come up. It was made for video, so it might not be ideal for listening to audio, but because I put it up on audio, I tried listening to it myself the other day, and it wasn't too bad. There's not too many points where we're like, hey, look at this thing, and then we don't describe it. So if you prefer audio, you can get the it's called Creature Conference. That's where we got the name for this from. So you can get the Creature Conference episode either on this YouTube channel, or you can get it on wherever you get podcasts under Xenos Alchemists, which is my my podcast that I used to do with Brother Pink, but he's kind of abandoned me with it, so I'm trying to run it now. Anyway, that's my point.
The only thing you will miss is how I try to strangle Marco and Nick at the end of the video when they try to
Yes.
tell me of the idea of building this stupid shit model I'm sitting with right now.
If you watch it, if you listen to the audio version, you should just watch the end of the video version, maybe like the last 15 minutes, to see Simon's reaction when we tell him that he's going to have to convert a Dimacron. It was glorious.
You should thank us, Simon. The Dimacron has become so popular recently that many army lists which are tournament worthy feature 2 of them.
Yeah.
So say thank you.
Yeah, really made me throw up.
In a good way, right? In a good way.
Yeah, of course, in a good way. It reminds me that I should make a big turnaround the tournament scene for another reason.
So are you going to buy a second Dimacron now so that you can have your 2 Dimacron list?
Have you seen my post? Have you seen my stories?
Oh, I did.
On
That's
Instagram?
why I said. That's why I asked if you're getting a second Dimacron now.
Yeah, of course. Not for the life of me. No, thank you, sir. One is enough. One is enough.
What a pity.
Yeah, I know.
You could have been so great on the tournament scene, Simon.
Yeah, I could have ruled them all.
You were just talking
You
about being
could have-
competitive.
Yes.
Well, being competitive in an infinity setting is, to be crystal clear, like the total opposite of being competitive in a 40k setting.
Oh yeah?
That is, yeah. The whole infinity tournament scene is so much different from the 40k scene that it feels like someone has taken everything that's shit about 40k and turned it around to make it work, and then you got infinity.
Okay.
So I might be strong on everyone who feels related to the 40k tournament scene, and you can do whatever hobby you like. But the time I spend with people claiming to be pro gamers in the 40k tournament scene, and having discussions with them about rules and what's cool and what's not, and having not a single tournament game I have enjoyed with 40k.
No.
That's where my well, judgment comes from, and I have enjoyed. I think I haven't enjoyed a single Infinity tournament game.
You haven't?
Okay.
Wait, what?
I haven't, because
Haven't
they were all fun. They were all great.
Okay. Can I take this opportunity to just tell you something about me which you didn't know before?
Sure.
That you've been playing Tyranids on the Grand Tournament in England, and you've been into the tournament scene like ass deep.
No, close but no cigar. Yes, I've played a couple of tournaments and quite a few grand tournaments actually in Nottingham. But what you didn't know about me is, once I won the 4th place, like of 250 players, which was my competitive greatest success with my elder. But my point is, once I was chosen in Nottingham on a grand tournament as a German from the continent as the most sporting player in the tournament.
As the most what?
The most sporting player, the most friendly player.
Friendly?
Exactly. I won the sportsmanship prize in England, where people are really, really friendly and relaxed and like nice.
Well, that's not the picture I have of most Brits.
I was gonna
Sorry.
say Simon.
I don't know what people you met, but that's not the Brits I know.
That's my perspective. But apparently I was so nice. I won the most sporting award, which was just one award given to all the tournament players, because everyone could choose the most sporting opponent they had on the tournament. And apparently enough of my opponents agreed that I was the most sporting one, which was really weird to me, because I tried to win.
Oh, well, apparently you didn't try hard enough.
No, definitely not.
Well, what can I say? I did not know that about you, but I can really understand that you are, because it's about personality and.
No, thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thank
such
you.
a fun to hang around with. Otherwise, I wouldn't spend every Friday night with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say that maybe like from Simon's experience of people not being great, that Marco being just like a normal human being was the nicest one, because everyone else was trying to smash face or something.
Actually, the tournament where I ranked as 4th, of which I really lost getting one of the 3 prizes. There was one game which was so bad that I just said I quit.
Like,
And
it was
because
so, it was so bad. What do you mean?
My opponent was so bad. Like, we were arguing about every little minutiae of the game. I was just having a piss poor time. And I was so frustrated that I said, sorry, dude, this is not fun at all. I'm quitting. Just let it be. You win, no problem for me. And because I did that, I didn't get one of the first 3 prizes.
Okay.
Which is just the kind of example I'm thinking of, because Simon provides in the tournament scene, of course, attracts assholes, of course.
Not
Yeah, and
everyone,
I've
but they
worked,
can
I've
attract
worked
assholes.
in the headquarter of Games Workshop Germany for a while, which was the place where, like, if you wanted to be competitive, if you wanted to be about, tournaments and stuff, of course it was the place for the German Grand Tournament as well. So it attracted a lot of tournament players, which have been sort of our regular customers. And I was quite happy when I went back to regular store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there the dudes just changed and became chill and relaxed and fun again. You could play. You remember how how Mr. Pink was whining about the
What?
the Iron Sleet dudes not being so inclusive?
Yeah.
I can understand that. I've tried to run a campaign day once in that headquarter.
Yeah.
And it was torn to shreds by all those tournament players.
Because they were all trying to kick face instead of playing a campaign.
Yeah. And it was like the opposite of what I was used to and what I was expecting. Yeah, I know it's my fault expecting things, but yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Story.
All right.
What's going on?
So some people actually found the story that I was on about, mainly Archive, saying it was
everything. Man, that guy.
The one I'm on about is written by Gab Thorpe. It's a Yanari, in one of the Yanari novels. The and he's also the one he was on about is I'm talking about an Elrond novel. He's talking about a different one from Grabthorpe, which is a Craftwell ends up utilizing the biotech from Nids mixed with Eldar Wraith tech to create Nid Wraithbone hybrid technology, and the avatar is sheathed in an exoskeleton.
That's a bit much. I don't know, Gav. I don't know if I buy it.
Could you give us the name of the novels so we can just not that we don't believe you, it's just so
It just seems a little
we can show Nick so he can have to read it.
No, I have to read something. Oh, I hate reading 40K. No, speaking of reading, I didn't get into my what I was up to this week. I've been reading this book called The Three Body Problem. Has anyone read The Three Body Problem? It's a sci-fi book by a Chinese author. His name is, I think it's Xixin Liu. He's super famous. He's won Hugo Awards and stuff. It's a trippy book, man. I just started reading it, and it's nuts. I'm enjoying it though. So if anyone in the comments has read Three Body Problem, don't ruin it for me because I'm just getting into it, but it's pretty cool. That's what I'm reading when I'm not reading 40K. There you go. So I have a problem. I remember on another, I don't know if you remember, but on another stream I talked about how I always hated using Milliput, and then I came around and Milliput is amazing now. Every third time I try and sculpt with Milliput, it's a shit show. I don't know why. It's I don't know. It doesn't always perform for me the same way every time, it feels like. Clearly something I'm doing wrong, but...
Is it about the ratio you mix it with?
Maybe. Do you have a ratio for Milliput? I didn't know that if you used Milliput.
No, I don't.
Okay. Vermis uses Milliput like crazy, and so does Box, so they might have ideal ratios for how to do it without getting frustrated.
Box uses Milliput.
Yeah, he's crazy about it. Milliput and green stuff he uses. He's from the UK. It grows on trees there. Come on.
No.
Okay, I think I got the claw figured out.
Let's see.
Give me a sec. Just put it back together. Yeah.
Oh, I meant to ask you guys a claw question. Oh, Vermis is here.
Yeah.
I didn't know Vermis was here. Vermis, do you have an ideal mix of Milliput and green stuff, a ratio that you would recommend? Let us know. Wait, who did he say he mixed with? Thorpe and who?
Gaz Top.
Who is Gaz Top?
Oh, by the way, the novel for the thing is Ghost Warrior. I think for the exoskeleton stuff.
Whoa, that sounds crazy. I wanna create a wraith bone construct that has an exoskeleton. That sounds like a lot.
All right, guys. If you take a look at my camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did. I was jealous.
You can see what I'm thinking about using as my Hierophant head.
Oh, what is that? Oh, that's... Wait, did you show this to us? This is some, Kickstarter thing?
No, it's yeah, I showed it to you. Actually, it's a Cthulhu by a Spanish artist. It's a bust, which was just released.
Yeah, that awesome Spanish artist.
Those awesome feeder tentacles, which I haven't seen before like this. They are so intricate and entwined and well sculpted that I'm really tempted to just hack the bust apart and use it on my Hierophant.
Do it.
That could look good.
Because I was never satisfied with the stock Hierophant head. I mean, it's well sculpted, but it's just I wanted something else.
With the stock Hierophant head?
I like it. It's good, but it's not. I just wanted something else.
No, it's shit. You should send it to me.
It's not shit.
It's absolutely shit. Yes. Put on your Cthulhu. Send me the other one.
I think what I'm gonna send you is a Harridan.
You better not. You better not.
I'm gonna send you two Harridan.
Oh my god. You better not. Let me finish this dominatrix before we have to start on that one.
There's no hurry at all. But I will.
Are Are you serious?
Of course I will.
Oh, we talked about it. I didn't know you were like good to go. That's amazing.
I can't resist stuff like this. I never can. You know me.
I know you.
Marco, quick question is the head. Maybe it's the camera, but the head looked a bit big. Was it because of the back piece the head was mounted on?
I think yeah, it's the back piece. It's just the chest piece. The head size is. I was very happy to see. Pretty much perfect. If you want your head like a bit bulbous, like a bit round and big, it's perfect for the Hierophant.
Awesome.
The surface isn't quite right because it looks very different, of course, from the Hierophant.
Yeah.
But I think it just might work in the end. The size is good.
You can add stuff to the surface to make it a little more Tyranid.
Well, can I?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
We'll show you how. That's what we're here for.
I did some tentacles. I rolled some green stuff, you know?
Good.
Yeah. That's you did the first step. Now you just have to keep on walking.
Shit. You're a teacher, aren't you?
Yeah, he is.
That's
Do you guys have the expression in German about teaching a man to fish?
Yeah.
Of course.
We probably stole it from German.
No, we don't fish.
We will teach you to tentacle, Marco, so you don't have to get us to tentacle for you.
Tentacles are easy.
We don't have fish. We just have drums.
Did you see my comment on your story?
No, I did not.
You said, do they have time zones in Japan? And I said, no, only sundials.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I was stepping into a trap there.
So just some bits from chat.
Yeah.
And well, for me wanting to know, Gaz Top is actually a Welsh TV presenter.
Oh, wait.
So you got it's.
Vermis, are you in Wales? I always forget this. Oh wait, Vermis.
But he was on loads of other British TV shows.
I don't know. I thought he was in Ireland. I thought he was in Ireland, but I don't know. I can't remember.
Same TV shows across there. But he also goes, if you're new to Milliput, mixing it with green stuff, don't skimp on the green stuff. Milliput is kind of dominant in putty mixes, needs a lot of refining in if unfamiliar with its characterful idiosyncrasies. And Peter Hansen has just turned up to the party.
Hey, Peter, welcome.
Birthday party.
Peter, yeah, birthday party. We're having a birthday party for Spookiest Boneman.
Boneman.
Cheers to him. Cheers. Come on, guys. Cheers.
Oh, where's my drink? I'm too busy sculpting. Cheers. Beers.
I finished, mate. Cheers.
Always time for a cheers.
Just a little bit more.
Simon has the strong stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
the scotch.
Can you smell that?
I can.
Oh, I can. Happy birthday! Cheers.
There's resin in my scotch.
There's resin?
You're German. Don't complain. Swallow it.
I do, but it tastes weird.
That's the conversation that he had with... Oh, never mind.
It's not... It's never about the taste. It's always about the effect.
Yeah, and the looks.
Oh my god. Sorry, another thing from the chat you were saying, Flynn?
Brett Evans is also here.
Hey, Brett.
So Brett Evans is also here.
Who else was after Brett Evans? Ah, shit. Just fucked up.
This resin is so sturdy.
Especially in your drink?
Yeah. Especially there.
Good one. Story of my life.
Sturdy resin.
In my drink.
That's what they wrote on your tombstone, right? Dirty resin in my drink.
But he never complained.
Yes.
Did we lose Flynn? Is Flynn still here?
I don't know. Flynn.
Looks like it.
Answer for now.
Huh?
I think Flynn is out.
Maybe Flynn went for a pee.
Maybe.
Maybe he's too professional for us. What do you think?
That's not hard. I mean, look at us.
Yeah, you're right. It's easy to get there.
Yep.
Hey, I painted something today here on our stream.
You
Don't
did?
forget.
What?
Well, don't ask.
What?
I painted the basic colors on the hat. Look here, it's a hat, and it has colors, and it's finished now.
Oh, I saw you doing something on that little paint pot. I love that you're using like an old Citadel paint pot for your paint stand.
Oh, it's very old school, and it's still full. It's Bronx Flash, like decades old, many decades.
I have a collection of my old pots here somewhere. They're in a special little box.
I'm cheap.
Also, if you guys want old paint colors, I think I plugged these before, but I'll plug them again. 1 sec, I'll be back.
Okay.
So you are changing your paint recipe with that, Marco, or are you just keeping your old paint recipe?
Oh shit! Don't ask. I'm torn. I'm torn about that. I think I will mainly try to copy the old scheme, but try to get it a bit dirtier, more realistic this time. I'm really tempted to try new stuff.
Yeah.
So if you have heard of Warcolor, they're out of Cyprus. They'll ship all over the world. It just takes some time, and the shipping's not that expensive. They have a line called Nostalgia 88.
Okay.
Which are they're based on the classic Games Workshop colors, and these are the original pots, like before the hex pots. These guys went out and they found the original Games Workshop pots that they used. Or this is what I've been told. I never used these pots. I had the hex pots, but I did use Goblin Green. And this titillating pink is the pinkest pink that ever pinked. Like, it's not going to show up very well on this, but it's like,
and you should know your pink.
Oh, I know. And it is like crazy vibrant pink pigment in a paint. It's fantastic. Bilious Green is not as crazy vibrant. Goblin Green looks pretty bang on, but they have a whole line of these. So like, if you love the old Games Workshop colors, this is them, but I think with a slightly better formulation. So you can get them from these guys from Warcolor. Or War Colors, I guess they're called.
Do they happen to have the old inks as well?
I think they do. I think they also have an ink line.
Okay.
Peter
Because
Hansen
that
saying,
old brown ink was so good.
was
Really?
that Flesh Wash or no? A different one?
No, the old brown ink. That was
I think they have
amazing.
it.
It was good for anything.
Yeah. If you mixed it with PVA, it didn't shine, and you could use it as a wash, as they use it nowadays.
Okay.
Water it down. I used it on every single model, and then I used I dry brushed all my models like in metallic colors, upwards from base from bolt gun up to the brightest mithril silver.
Yeah.
And then they all got a wash with that thin down brown wash.
Yeah.
And the thin down and PVA. And nowadays I would probably use acrylic medium. But back then I didn't know that existed, and that was the most awesome metal color. And on top of that, I painted like everything.
Cool.
It's funny. I never heard anyone else before praise the old inks because the new ones are so much better.
Well, you got to start somewhere, right?
Hello, can you guys hear me again?
Hey, what happened, man? We lost you.
So my laptop is just frozen on everything, so I've just grabbed my phone to jump into
that
it. So
sucks.
like chat's still loading, but the stream for me is frozen. Discord is just frozen, so I don't know what's happened. You guys were talking about the old paintings.
So was it Simon's fault?
No,
For one.
it's just I think it's just like around my area with the wife. Thanks, either my laptop needs to restart it, or it's
it's okay. It's okay, Tom. Sibio Joe. I mean, Nora jumped in apparently in your absence. I didn't even realize she's here.
Ah, Nora.
No.
So Vermis was saying that another company, Cote Down, I don't know Cote Down, it's another paint company. They've been using Games Workshop paints since Games Workshop gave them up. And
Oh,
he
okay.
just said something about being able to
Ah,
find
Cote
them
Downs, of course, yeah.
on some plastic seller website or something. I don't know.
They have a French name. Is that a problem?
Cote Down. I don't know. You're the Germans. You tell me.
Yeah, that's why I probably have never bought them.
I'm
It's
good with
from
that.
the French.
Simon and Marco, Nora saying it's hi.
Hi there.
Nora, how are you?
I went into pee, she was watching something online and I was like, what the hell are you watching? And she was watching our provincial leader talking about how shit our COVID condition is right now and how he's not going to do anything about it.
What?
What?
The situation in Ontario, my province, is just really bad when it comes to COVID right now.
Okay.
So there was an announcement at 4 p.m. that I missed about what he's going to try and do about it, our provincial leader, but I don't have much faith, and Nora was watching it, so I guess maybe we're in the apocalypse, who knows?
She's having a stiff drink right now.
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah, it's same here in Germany, actually.
Yeah, Simon was
Yeah.
telling me. That's not great.
It's really
But-
frustrating.
But not great compared to yours is laughable, because I just talked to my non about you guys having no sick days.
Oh no, it's not that everyone doesn't have sick days in Ontario. It's that like certain people, like people who maybe work at like a convenience store, not a convenience store, probably like a fast food, or like cleaning people, or like people who work
Yes,
on contract,
yes,
they don't have sick days.
Yeah, that's still
Wow,
laughable.
shit.
It's trash.
That's unheard of in Germany. Like totally unheard of. Even if you work at McDonald's, you have sick days.
Of course.
Yeah, well that's how it should be. And
Yeah.
like then people don't have to come to work with COVID. But
Yep.
we're morons. And our national government passed this kind of like really shitty version of sick days, but it's like less than minimum wage. So because our provincial leader, they're from the Conservative Party and they don't want to spend money to do anything related to COVID.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, just use the national program. And people are like, you can't survive on the national program. It's like less than minimum wage. It's like, oh, well, you should
Wow.
just use that. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, Simon, you guys talking about Germany and how Germany is doing. When people are trying to say that Canada's doing okay, they're saying our vaccination is really great. We're actually right on board with Germany and France. And I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. The Germans are pissed that they're not doing it fast enough.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And then they say that we're ahead of Japan, and Japan basically doesn't believe that vaccines work because they've had a lot of like really bad vaccine scandals. So it's like, oh, we're ahead of Japan and we're with Germany and France. It's like, yeah, okay, that's not.
You don't want to be mentioned with us in that regard.
What did you always say? That's basically shit.
It's basically
Yeah.
shit. Flynn, are you gone again? Are you still here?
No, my laptop started to come back, so I'm having to flick between the phone and everything. Also, because you guys talked about coat d'arms, I've been trying to find the old red ink for ages, and I think I have just found it.
The
Don't
red
see
ink
him.
from Games Workshop?
Yeah,
Did you
Because
go to
I
War
used to
Colors?
use
Because
it.
War Colors probably has it.
I've found it on Black Hat Miniatures in the UK for about £3.20 for like the coat of d'arms one.
Is it the original pot or is it like a copy?
It's a copy, I think, but
You-
it's trying to wait. What was the one you said was in the original pots?
That was War Colors.
Please make a note of that for later.
They're from Cyprus, but they ship pretty quick.
Good.
What is
Because
Nora talking about? Where's our Tiger King? Oh, Ontario's the new Florida. Okay, yeah. Okay, get it now.
Well, I just we had a funny situation in our province
Yeah.
where our whole system is like going to shit right now,
Yeah.
and so since there's no real help coming from the province government,
Yeah.
cities have tried to shut down themselves,
Yeah.
and they were kept from doing so by the government.
So the cities are basically like, we're in a really shit position, and the provincial government is like, no, everything's fine, and they're like, no, seriously, we're having trouble. It's like, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty much that way. And well, we have this feudal system in Germany, and that appears not to be really helpful at the moment.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm a fan of that system, but at the moment, it's like shit.
Feudal? Do you mean
and,
like provincial, or
say what?
do you mean like regional? Like feudal system is like where there's like a lord and they have like servants.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
okay.
It's regional. And
Oh,
things
yeah.
we have a big election year,
Yeah.
election year here this year, and the central government, like the Conservative Party, is
Tante Angele, my favorite.
yeah, absolutely. They're afraid to death they might lose the power, which they will probably.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
right
because
now,
they are afraid to lose it.
right now it's like the central government says the district should do something about COVID, and the districts say, well, central government should do something about COVID.
Yeah,
And
we
That's
we
a
have
blame,
that.
blame game they're all playing.
We have that even worse, where our regional government, our provincial government, is like, well, the municipal governments should figure out COVID. So they're just like handing it down to like the cities and the towns. It's like, that's not a good way to
Interesting.
figure something out.
Yeah, and so that's what they now the cities have tried to like shut down things,
Yeah.
but they were kept from doing so by the government.
Yeah.
And today, the first time they have agreed to a plan from a city, which will give me another week of teaching from home,
Yay! Congratulations.
because otherwise I would have
Only a week.
needed to go back to school next week.
But only a week. They think it's going to be better in a
I
week?
don't know for how long that the plan is to keep it like that, but
Yeah.
a week is more than nothing.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just surprised that they think they're going to turn it around in a week. Like, we're talking like 30
No,
days.
they
here.
don't. No, they don't.
But nobody dares to plan any longer because it might look bad.
Ah, because they're afraid of the
That's the whole
political
point.
fallout.
Exactly.
Yeah. God, this plate is pissing me off.
Here, that plate, this model.
What?
Sorry.
So, who talked about gene stealer strains based on different species than humans back before? Was it Vermis? Or
Do you
who
need
did
to
it?
ask?
Navarro.
It's got to be Navarro, man. He like lives for that shit.
Of
Yeah,
course, but
Navarro
I think
said
that's the point where I should just shove
That's-
this Orcoid gene stealer I sculpted in front of the camera.
You liar! You liar! You don't sculpt. That's such
It's true.
bullshit. Don't stop claiming responsibility for my work.
When modern synthesist is so famous that this is going to be worth millions, I'm going to sell it like for big money.
Yeah,
You better send that back
good
to me.
plan.
I will send it back.
I'm gonna mint an NFT and then you can't sell it for anything.
And here's the Elder Stealer.
Oh, there you go. Oh, thanks for digging them out. God, they're old. I was so
Yeah.
young. I was so young and so foolish.
But they're full of spirit, motivation, blood, sweat, and tears, and well, maybe
You
something
shouldn't
else.
show those on stream with Vermis. He was so pissed off at my decisions.
Why?
He didn't like my orc lantern jaw, and he didn't think it made a lot of sense. And he didn't. There's something about the Eldar that he didn't like either. About my design decisions.
Well, they're basically shit, huh?
They are basically shit.
No, they're not.
Looks like Nora's taking over the chat again, like she did last
That's
time.
all she does, man. There you go, Flynn. You can have the day off. Nora's taking over the chat, apparently.
What's
Nora,
everyone's
this is supposed to be
favourite-
about Warhammer, friend. Flynn, you're really quiet. Can you do anything about that?
Let me go back to my laptop then.
Because they turned you up, but then the Germans are super loud.
Yeah, let me go back to the
And
laptop.
no one wants to hear that.
Yeah, like we basically can't hear you, Flynn.
So you guys don't have the.
And there he's gone again.
Well, he might be back. Well, apparently Nora's covering the chat, so that's fine.
Good. At
They're
least
talking
the
about
chat.
pancakes.
What?
We're talking about pancakes or something. I don't know.
Good.
Good.
Ben and Jerry's apparently.
Ice cream, pumpkin pie. I love it. Pumpkin. James Rowdy. I don't know who you are, but I love your pumpkin pie. I'm all about pumpkin pie.
It feels so weird that we have this parallel society going on.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that we have the chat and us, like, sort of being in the same place, but
Yeah.
I told Flynn that we were going to
Talking
do better on the chat this week, but I don't know that we have.
Not yet.
We've done a bit better.
Oh, he's back and we can hear him. Great.
Yeah. That's what I say. I'm the technical difficulty.
Oh, we got to have something, Flynn. Thanks for taking it for the team. I'm actually glad it's you and not me. Because I'm really good at technical difficulties.
We have new persons to the stream for the very first time of Borneo424.
Borneo? Holy shit, Borneo's here?
Yeah.
Borneo is like killer crew maker. I think Borneo won one of our Crewtoberfest things or something. I'm not sure. If you're not following Borneo, you got to look up Borneo on Instagram.
Hi, welcome.
Welcome, Borneo. Good to have you here.
Welcome.
welcome. You just missed how Mr. Ping revealed that very big secret to us.
What was that? that my wife is in charge of the chat?
That's not, come on, that's not a secret. So I got a professional question to you.
Ooh, nice. I like those.
Being a newcomer to Instagram, I have no idea where you guys bought your Lazy Susan for filming.
Oh, I got mine from Japan. My brother gave it to me.
Okay.
It's like a solar panel powered one. Like, you know, like those calculators with the solar panels?
Yeah, of course.
It's like that.
Okay.
Flynn, where'd
Yeah,
you get
what?
yours? You have a good one.
A rotator stand.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like the Lazy
I just-
Susan description better.
Yeah. I was confused by that. I just searched eBay
Okay.
Oh, you get everything on
Rotating.
eBay. No surprise there.
for rotating stand. Yeah.
Between searching for Tyranids and searching for Giants on eBay?
I actually haven't gone searching for giants for a little bit until today.
Thanks to
But
you.
yeah.
Hey, you're welcome.
But yeah, it was just basically just look at. I was like, I want to improve it, and just got that one. I think I paid about 10 quid for it. First one, the power cable socket to it broke off and everything. But the second one I've had for 7 months now, and it hasn't broken at all. The other one lasted about 3 months, but it was cheap anyway, so you do get what you pay for.
I have no idea how this stuff is called in German.
I can show you the box for mine. I don't know if it's going to do you much
I found it. It's a Drehteller.
good. Sounds like dreidel.
I was looking for Drehscheibe, which is apparently completely wrong, but it's a Drehteller, which means like what's a teller in English, Simon? It's a
Sandwich?
plate. It's a turning plate.
Oh, teller. I
Yeah.
order a teller at my Otto's Berlin donor. You get the teller.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Duna teller.
Yes, it's a dinner plate.
Not to be confused with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Donatella.
That was cheap.
I am cheap.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Everyone in chat has basically gone and started to stalk Borneo on Instagram.
Fantastic. That's what they should be doing right now. Oh, the other person you should be stalking on Instagram. This is what I wanted to comment on when I was like, hey, what have you been doing this week? Let's see if I can pull it up here.
Is it Daddy Gamble by any chance? Because he said he's so glad he joins Instagram.
Fucking straight, it's Daddy Gamble. Wait, is Daddy Gamble in the chat?
He is in the chat.
Oh, Daddy, you just got here in time. Where the heck is my... hold on, I gotta find my video, my window. It's not here. Goddamn. There we go. Yeah, if you're not following Daddy Gamble, you should be following Daddy Gamble on Instagram. Because Daddy Gamble is making crazy stuff like this. Look at this. Is that a Vitiator?
What?
Vitiator.
Yeah.
Sculpting
Vitiator.
giant Tyranid beasties from
Nice.
scratch.
He's done Dim Karen as well. His Karen is brilliant as well.
He's got a Karen. Simon, there you go.
Hmm.
He's got his own Karen made from Tyrannifex.
Nice.
Is that a form of competition?
Yeah, so my discovery this week was Daddy Gamble. Wait, Flynn, did you put me on to Daddy Gamble? I think you did.
Yes.
Good man. Good man.
I just followed.
Yeah, make sure you're following the daddy. Get some daddy up in your life.
It sounds weird.
I am weird. That's what I do.
To be honest, I saw it on the hashtags and was like, Daddy Gamble, where does that name ring a bell? And I was like, oh yeah.
Saw it here first. On the Creature Conference, we break all the big Tyranid accounts and news and stuff. Maybe. Someday.
I will just run and fetch my drummer
Sure.
because my place is already a mess. And I can
Might as well add some more.
Knock yourself out.
So, Marco, you already started painting the head, but you haven't finished building the body yet.
So what?
You already started painting the head for the exocrine, but
Yes.
you haven't finished building the body yet. That feels weird to me.
Yes. Yes. Thing is, I learned a long time ago that, of course, there's a sensible way to do your models, like which parts you do first, which parts you do later.
Yeah.
But I learned the hard way that when your motivation isn't so great, that you should always do what you are motivated to do first. And,
okay.
So I'm still having a hard time getting it done. So I think whatever's appealing to me to get done right now first is what I should do first.
That's really good. That's a really good advice.
Many times when I paint a human model, I always do the face first. Not because it's the most sensible thing to do, but if I get the face right, I'm motivated to do the rest.
That's really cool. Nice.
You need to be old for a reason, right?
What's that?
Yeah. Thank you.
Old and wise.
Older but wiser.
Oh, I posted your tip about bicycle spokes on Instagram again today.
Ah, nice.
Because I've been using, I don't know. Oh, can I show you? Oh no, I think I've glued them all in. But oh crap, I'm breaking things. I pinned these dominatrix claws together, and you can kind of see one in here. But there's all my pins are bicycle spokes in the claws.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where did you get them from?
From the bike wheel that I have the broken bike wheel that I have hanging up in my garage. That the bike
perfect.
store is like, here's your broken bike wheel. I'm like, what the hell am I going to use this for ever? Apparently, I'm going to use it for pins.
That's funny because I just used the last of my spokes pins this week, and I have none anymore.
Oh no! You got to find a bike shop.
Yeah, I could, but I went to a construction shop around the corner and just bought some like copper tubes, which are the same size.
Yeah.
Which are not as strong as the bike spokes, but good enough.
They're
I guess.
so strong. The spokes, it's crazy.
They're amazing. Yep.
Are they steel?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess some alloy, but there's certainly steel in it. Sometimes you have to use real force to just cut them apart.
Yeah, that's the only downside. The only downside of using bike spokes as pins is that they're the devil to cut.
Exactly.
Like I have these really big pliers that I use to cut them, and even with those, it's like, and I always think it's gonna like fire off and poke me in the eye or something.
But you know what we say in Germany?
What?
It makes us stronger.
Oh my god! Should have seen that one coming.
You should have. Use the steel. It's good for you.
Mattress steel, spoke steel, all kinds of steel.
Yes.
I'm not loving
Steel.
this.
You gotta eat the steel.
Oh my god.
So, Symbio Joe goes in chat. Well, we have all the famous Tyranid people here, except that kid that does those crazy conversions from Necron and Lizardman kits. I believe he
What?
means Brad Glover kit bashes on Instagram.
I don't know who that is.
He does a lot of like combines two different factions, one from 40k and one from Fantasy together.
He's called
There's a
Brad
lot of stuff
Glover
he's done.
Bashes?
Kit bashes.
I'm gonna go look him up.
And Spookiest Boneman goes, I like the chunky plates on Daddy Gamble's nids. And Peter Hampson goes, ooh, I see you use Haruspex mandibles for the Dom's claws.
Yeah, the so my whole thing with the claws is that I've seen people use like multiple crushing claws to make like digits before, and it never really worked for me. And the thing that I realized is that the reason it wasn't working for me is that often people will take like 3 Carnifex crushing claws and use them as 3 different fingers. But if you look at your fingers, they're not all the same size, right? So I wanted to find 4 different sized claws to use as like different digits so that you got that like difference in there.
Okay.
So yeah, I used Haruspex mandible for the index, and like it kind of, that choice to use it as the index kind of felt like like a raptor talon. How raptors have, I guess it's their middle talon. They're supposed to have like a larger one for slicing things open. On the Dom, it's the index digit, and then the middle finger is a Carnifex crushing claw. No,
Okay.
I lied. The middle finger is a Tyrannifex Turvagon crushing claw, and then the pinky digit is the Carnifex, and then the thumb is a Tyranid warrior. A Tyrant Guard.
Looks amazing.
Thanks.
Really good.
I'm still doing the green stuff. It's not done yet, but I wanted to have like one being active and one being just like kind of restive. And I agonized whether I should have this claw like curling out a bit or just like straight like the rest of them, but I'm pretty happy with it. I literally sit here while I'm supposed to be doing my work and I'm just like touching this thing because it feels so good and it's so big and so chunky.
Came out awesome.
But I wanted to ask you guys about armor plates because when I was talking to my client, he'd initially asked about having like huge armor plates on the forearms.
Okay.
And almost like a big like armored shovel thing that it can kind of like put together and then like use it to like flip titans and stuff like that. But I feel like if I put big giant armor plates on this and make a giant shovel, it's going to kind of like overwhelm the claws and kind of obliterate all the other detail that I'm putting all this work in sculpting. So I was thinking about just doing armor plates to like kind of cover this area and then kind of having them like maybe stick out a bit at the edge, so that there's a bit of a shield here, but the shield wall doesn't go like all the way up the arm.
Okay.
Yeah, I
would
see that working.
Meh. I'm sorry. I would advise against any arm shields.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because
me
when
more.
you look at the arms separately, that makes sense because there is not much carapace on them. But when you look at excuse me, when you look at all the nids, I know you've done lots of shields, but is that, I think it would be too much armor plates. It already has like shitloads of armor plates.
Yeah.
And if someone gets that close to the dominatrix, there's something wrong anyway. And
Yeah.
when you look at it from the side, I think it would break the tension of the model and
Interesting.
the line.
What about like small armor plates just on the forearm? Like not like sticking out giant ones? Because I didn't put any vents on the back of the arms, and I was planning to like cover them with some kind of armor, just on this part.
Well, what you could do is you could borrow here Karen's details, and maybe use a Dremel to drill out a bit those lines you've made and make them a little bit deeper. And when you look at the screen, I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, get your hand behind it. Yeah, it's focused now.
There, when you look at the details there.
Oh, like the little like dimples.
Yeah, maybe you could borrow those to just add texture to that surface.
Interesting.
Okay.
But like, that arm has a vent in it, right?
Like this?
Like the ribbed vent? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So this one should have a ribbed vent in it, shouldn't it?
Maybe. Or you could, what you might could do is, I think there used to be the rule set for toxic miasma, where like some toxin clouds.
Yeah. That came out of the
Go
back
out.
vents.
Oh yeah, they came out in the back vents. But maybe you can, build some secondary weapon system into the lower arms that are not like direct attack system, but some nesting things that might be like a defensive mechanism, something like that.
Well, I was thinking of putting spikes on the edge.
So Peter Hansen has made a good point. If you think about doing them as an upscale version of the Tyrant Guard forearm plates, in terms of the shape for them.
I'll have to look at those again. I don't remember what they look like. But that could work.
And Symbio just goes, the imagine of a giant being flipped by a dominatrix is hilarious.
Yeah, I think that's what he was going for. He just wants to see like this like knight like runs up to it and goes like brrr, and the dominatrix like whoop.
Well,
now, Marco, I've got a question for you, because I remember on your post you said you were trying to convince the guy who's created those armor plates to do one scale down for the armigers. Do you think it would do it for the Cerastus Knights as well?
You mean the armor plates?
Yeah.
Aren't they printed? Can't he just print them again? Oh, I guess he cast them.
Those here? If you look at the camera, you mean those?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a funny story about this, because I don't know if everybody's following my Instagram account, but I'm doing a Deathwatch Ordo Xenos army, which is going to be painted by a commission studio, but I'm going to be modeling all the stuff. And part of the army is going to be 4 knights. It's Legion models. It's a Russian company, which are doing quite a few specialist knight armor sets, like for Inquisition, like for all the Chaos stuff, like for all the Marine chapters. It's all pretty well done. The casting is pretty much perfect. But the funny thing is, I bought 4 sets from them, which is like $75 a set, $300 with an order. And I thought it might be a good point to just suggest to them that they should do some more armor sets in the same style, because I'm trying to get some solutions for Armiger, the mini knight, and I have no chance getting this Russian company to just talk to me in English, because apparently whoever's doing the email stuff and they're ordering stuff, nobody's speaking enough English for me to just talk to somebody.
Oh damn!
Yeah.
Because last time I wrote a long email explaining what I'm doing, explaining where I think it's going to be interesting for them as well, what I could do to promote them, and just basically asking, could you do the same design for the Armiger chassis, like the same armor plate and smaller? Would that be possible? I'm gonna be ordering 6 at once. And the answer I got was, thank you so much for your happiness with our service. We appreciate it a lot. But I had 3 questions in my mail. 3. And didn't get a single answer.
You just gotta find a German. Sergey's got really good English. Ask Sergey. He might be able to help you. I don't know. Maybe he sees that as competition, but he doesn't do night stuff. The guy from Hydrocast?
Okay.
I don't know.
I think I need a Russian who can talk Russian to them.
He is Russian.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy who runs HydraCast. He's Russian.
Interesting idea.
I mean, I don't want to
Because-
volunteer him as an interpreter, but you can. I don't know.
It's really funny because I think it should be pretty easy for them to do this, and I think I've got a good offer, but I have no chance to just get into communication range. There's no chance. I tried a couple of times. Via their Instagram account, via their email, via Facebook, no chance at all.
Yeah.
So sorry, Flynn. I don't think there's
No.
any chance at all.
What about
Damn, because
Comrade Quiche? What's his name? Do you know who I'm talking about? Comrade Quiche or whatever. Quiche, the guy on Instagram. He's American. He does like conversion bits for knights. He did like the
Okay.
Wolf Knight guy. Does anyone know who I'm
Oh
talking
yeah, I
about?
know him. I know. Yep.
Ow.
Simon, kill your mic. Simon,
Simon.
I have to silence all of you assholes. Okay, did he get it? I think he got it. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you
can't
got
hear
it.
him anymore. Good.
That was just like Nick's vacuum.
Yeah, right. I did do
I
that. That was my
thought I had my microphone switched off, but I apparently have switched it on and off so often that I mixed it up.
I see what you mean by Comrade Quiche.
Yeah, did you guys know this guy?
I've seen this, people get this up before.
Marco, did you check this guy?
No. No.
His name is Comrade, like a Russian
Yeah.
or whatever. Quiche.
Okay.
Like the egg
Yeah.
pie. Comrade Quiche.
Okay. I got it.
And then what about Taro Model Maker?
I've ordered a shitload of Tower Model Maker stuff before.
Oh, because he doesn't
So
have
I'm-
what you need.
No, not at all.
Oh, that's too bad. Because I got something from him once.
Okay, from Taro.
Yeah, for a conversion that I never really finished.
Taro stuff is great. It's awesome. Really, really good. Highly recommended for knights.
Hang on a minute.
I spent,
Seeing
hun-
as I think-
I spent hundreds of pounds on Taro Model stuff recently.
Oh wow. Okay.
But just to sidetrack a bit, Jacob Foster's asking for a bit of help in naming his undead warband. Their premise is a bunch of undead who, instead of being animated by a necromantic death magic, they are made by plants inhabiting corpses. The leader is a vampire who, in their life, was a powerful jade sorceress dedicated to protecting nature. Now, in her death, she uses powerful nature magics to create her undead thralls. Her name is the Lady of Thorns.
So I feel like everyone
So-
is doing like plant animated stuff. Like we got Jacob's doing plant undead. You got Grim and Gribbly is doing cordyceps mushroom gene stealers. Bits of Box just has gotten into plant tyrannids. It's the real thing. It's like I feel like in the real world, like Pandemic, everyone's growing plants. Like Nora's growing plants right now, and in 40K, all the 40K dudes are like, you know, I got a green thumb. I could make some plant models.
I once had a girlfriend like this.
Who would grow plants for you, or who reanimated dead people with plants?
Yes.
Which girlfriend?
Or who was a plant?
What? Girlfriend who's a plant?
Yeah. Tree hugger.
And how was it for you, Simon?
What? To be hugged by you?
Your
Okay,
tree
we're
hugger
way off,
girlfriend.
sorry.
How was it for you?
He had a tree hugger girlfriend?
No, I didn't. I think.
You would know, buddy.
Did I?
I don't think you did. You never told me about her.
So how much whiskey did you have?
Not enough.
Not so sure.
To be honest, I told that I have been to my mother's place the other day, and ever since I'm not sure about myself, pretty much. So
What?
if anyone comes up talking to me about my past, like, who do you remember this and that, and I go, no, I have no recalling of that. I cannot be fully sure that it doesn't it didn't even happen.
What happened to your moms that messed you up so much? I don't remember talking about this.
I just met the 16-year-old Simon there because I cleaned out my kids' room, and it felt like the narrative I have laid out for myself didn't really fit with what I found there.
Oh my god, that sounds really ominous.
Yeah, basically I
Like
always
you found
thought
My Little Pony and not He-Man?
Yeah, apparently there's been a phase in my life where like fantasy and miniatures have not been my prime directive.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know. Crazy, right? And yeah, I don't want to go into details and bore you with my biography, but it was quite interesting.
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 So you're doubting your own memory now of yourself or your own identity?
Yeah, a bit.
That's a bit messed. Wow.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, it basically came down that I felt that I have always had just, my wife and two other girls before that. And I found written proof that it has not been the case. And I have found pictures where I thought, when did that happen? I have no recalling of this.
Oh, wow.
There it is, evidence that apparently I had, yeah.
A tree hugger girlfriend?
Huh?
A tree hugger girlfriend?
Nah, that wasn't among the things I found, but I haven't found everything, so maybe I had a tree hugger girlfriend at some point. Who knows?
This is a weird conversation. I like it.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's not about Tyranids or 40k at all, which is... I'm not kind of sure what our audience is expecting from us.
They come here and talk so much shit. They don't care.
Well, okay, but I think I would make a statement right now. You know what my favorite part of Tyranid background ever has been?
What's that?
Hugging a tree.
The anus in the hive ship.
Which was quite... No, actually, I'm being serious right here. The best piece of Tyranid background that I ever read was...
What's wrong with the asshole?
Was epic.
What's wrong with the asshole?
Nick, talk like it's the sphincter.
Sorry, the sphincter. The calendresser.
Yes! Just like that.
The hivendresser.
The sphincter. Just roll it through your, over your tongue. The sphincter.
So I learned the word.
To.
I learned the word ethereal from Tau. I think you learned the word sphincter from Games Workshop.
Absolutely, I did. It changed my life.
Sorry, what's your favorite piece of Tyranid fluff that isn't about a butthole?
It's Epic Hive War by Andy Chambers. Have you ever read it?
Epic Hive War?
It was the supplement for the old Epic system.
Yep.
For Tyranids. And it had a ton of like action background describing how a huge battle between Tyranids and the Imperium would look like.
I think that's probably where Hive Fleet Barghest got the fluff for the Dominatrix that they shared on the stream the other day.
Okay.
And it probably sounds like something Mr. Pink would have not read.
No, if it's old, I read like old Tyranid fluff and shit like that.
I've got it somewhere stacked away in a box, and I'm absolutely intent on digging it back up just to scan it and read it again, because I remember being so inspired by it. Does anyone else on the chat remember?
If you scan it, you should send it to us.
Barcase does.
Of course,
he says he's read it, and it's one of his faves. One of his favorite sources.
Okay, I think I need an additional digit or limb or something like that. Oh.
Ooh. Sam's okay. Does ask a good question. Is it in the Tyranid anthology book by any chance?
There's a Tyranid anthology book? What the heck?
That's what went through my mind there.
I've never heard that.
I don't. Yeah. If If there was one, I think we'd all know about that.
Flynn, to eBay. You know what you got to do.
Oh no, I've been on a old book kick recently, and I've never come across a Tyranid anthology.
What I'm looking for on eBay in terms of old books, not that old, is the Dark Eldar sketchbook by Jess Goodwin, because I'm an idiot and I never got it.
There was one.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. It was called the Eldar Collection, and there was an Eldar, like Craft World Eldar, and a Dark Eldar sketchbook of Jess's sketches, and they were released together. And I never got it, and I only found out about it recently, and it's amazing, and I want it, but you can't get it.
Don't always go to eBay for that. For old books.
Lynn, I knew you'd lead me. You wouldn't lead me astray. Help me find this, man.
There is a website called usedbooksearch.co.uk. It also does search around the world. You basically put in the ISBN number for the book, if you can find it, or the name of the book, or any keywords for it, or even just the author, and it will search the web for you to find the books. So what is Eldar sketchbook?
It's called the Eldar Collection was one of the words, the names for it.
Yeah, the Eldar Collection. Now all I need is the actual. Thank you, Amazon. Amazon's brilliant because they will actually give you typically the ISBN number for it.
Wow. Okay.
So
Even though it's sold out.
Even though it's sold out, it will still have it on there, and then you can just use it straight into the book. Okay, so it's the Eldar sketchbook. I might be able to find it in about find one in about 5 minutes.
Oh my god, you're a genius. If you do, I want it.
Might have to fight me for it.
What? How about
I haven't got a copy either.
How do I buy you that ogre?
Yeah, I'm not going to get you to buy that. That's way too much. Eldar sketchbook, brand new. Damn.
Because the thing is, some people sell like half of it. They sell like the Craft World part, but not the Dark Eldar part. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. The Eldar Collection.
If you ever need to find anything on the internet, Flynn's your guy.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Or maybe we are just old.
Yeah. Well, there is that as well. I think
maybe it's common knowledge, but
this is an and, not an or. And we're old, but Flynn can also find it online.
I think Karen just made a massive leap forward.
Oh man, I'm liking the look of that. Those top claws?
Nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've just been looking down. I hadn't been paying attention. Oh man.
Good stuff.
But what are you gonna do with that weird angle on the claws? You're gonna
Which?
sculpt some stuff in there? The siding up top.
At the top? Yeah, I just sculpt it over and make it round. Yeah. And I have the second part that's going to on the below. That's going below the first one, like having a crab claw thing.
Oh, cool.
Okay, nice.
Damn,
but I think I will need another joint or another section of the limb to be because I want it to be
you need to look at?
Poised backwards more.
You need to look at Roberto's sketches for the lictor. Those scything talons.
Yeah, like everything you do, you need to look at Roberto's.
You say that like it's not true, Simon. You know it's true.
Yeah, I know. It's just it's so obvious that you forget about it.
Yeah. Because he did like a cool kind of claw thing.
Because I feel like when looking at that could even go steeper. Well, the curve on that joint sort of works,
more
but
bent?
Yeah, I would love to be more poised, more closer to the body.
So it's like about to spring out and grab them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. It sort of works from the front. I would just, when you look at that, sort of already works.
It does look really good. Like it looks threatening from the front.
Yep, agreed.
So you think it's good? No more joints.
I'd have to see what you mean. I can't picture what you're talking about with the joint.
So I'm thinking about adding another piece in between into this joint. So
I think you should.
No, I don't know.
So this could go way more back and then upwards and then forward.
No,
I think
too many joints. It doesn't look Tyranid.
But like this, it looks too short.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
It
can't
still
imagine
can,
why
lashing out.
don't you
it still
extend the
can
bottom
reach out,
one?
but just to the mouth part.
Yep.
So I think two solutions. One would be adding or making one of the parts longer. So if I would make this longer, but this would go up here,
raise
and
it
then
up?
I
We
would
can't really
have
see it.
the
Right
awkward
at the
joint up
bottom.
here.
Can you raise it up, Simon? We can't really see it. It's like at the bottom of your frame.
Perfect. Like this.
So I could make a joint here and have it like upwards and have it go up, back, and forward, or bend it backwards and have a piece that goes up here and this one going forward.
So you're advocating putting like another piece of arm in there?
Yeah.
It breaks it for me. It's not Tyranid anymore. I would say extend the bicep. The bottom one. Make the bottom one longer.
Yep.
Cut it in the middle and extend it.
Okay. I would feel like probably you're right.
I just feel like if you add another thing in there, it's just like, it's starting to be like a tentacle. Like it's not an insectile limb or whatever anymore. I don't know.
I think I need to make the bicep longer and the lower arm, if you will, longer as
You
well.
can make both, yeah. I would choose that over adding another section.
Yeah. And here I thought I had it for a second.
You do have it. It looks really good. It looks super
No.
menacing. Like, I don't
Let
think
me
it needs
see.
to be that much longer, but I think you're right to want to make it longer. Like, I don't have that instinct, but I think your instinct is right. You know what I mean?
Let me just see if I can bend it more to get it more into the pose I wanted to
I'm
have.
basically like, job's a good one, and you're like, damn it, Jones, you can do better. That's basically what's happening.
Okay, how about this, Marco? You're the master of lines.
Yeah.
I don't see a difference.
It's still too short, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
it's
if he
right.
extends it? Like, I think that's accepted, that he's going to extend it.
Yeah. The lines are good. The lines are because the thing is, you always want the top setting talents to follow the line of the body to just make it smooth and streamlined and everything. And this is looking good. This is looking really good, actually. It's just the lowest limb which needs to be longer, I think.
Okay, like this. Well, I will figure it out, but I know where you're going. And I think, you know what's funny? I think the two limbs are differently. Oh shit!
They're different lengths?
Karen is so sad because Karen has two different long arms. Like, look at that. One arm is a centimeter shorter than the other. And those are about the same size, but that's
okay.
yeah.
I could get mad at that, but I know I do that when I sculpt things from scratch. Like, I'm pretty sure the dom arms are all different lengths. Isn't it natural in life? Aren't our legs sometimes like slightly different lengths?
Of course, yeah.
No, not on us Germans. Impossible.
Right. Not efficient.
Yes.
That's where the non-queen had a hiccup, right? Like, whoop,
Yeah.
oh, let's roll with that. No one notices. It's ugly anyway.
Okay, boys, I got good news meanwhile, because I just looked for Epic Hive War online, and it's stupefying easy to find. So recommended read before you go to sleep, boys and girls, this afternoon, this evening. Please read up Epic Hive War by Andy Chambers. Do it. You want to.
So it's just online. You don't have to download it or anything.
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay.
Just Google for Epic Hive 4 PDF and you have it.
There's your homework for this episode. You don't have to look up Pred Aliens. You just read Epic Hive 4.
And there's a ton of background, and it's all worth a read. Promise.
Good.
On them
Is it about
pictures-
like the different creatures and stuff?
I don't know for sure, but I know there's a ton of stuff, and I never read anything that inspired me more than that.
Cool. I am running out of time on this putty, and I know I have to go and have dinner soon, so I'm trying to sculpt this thing really fucking quick.
Do it. There's a ton of background in it, like a lot of stuff.
Nice. Oh, I love those heavy metal pictures.
No, yes, there's some, but forget it. That's not where you want to look this stuff up.
Maybe it is.
No.
Nah.
Nah.
Oh, I thought
says
it was
no.
I thought it was a book.
It's a
Codex.
It's the supplement,
wasn't.
isn't it?
It was a gaming box. It came in a box, had some card stuff inside, no models back then, but there was a book in the box, and this is where all the background stuff was in.
You said there was no
Hello?
models?
No, just card stuff. Back
Oh,
then
like
you
a
didn't have.
cardboard cutout of a hairdo?
Back then there were a lot of supplements which didn't have any models inside.
Yeah,
Can you
think about the magic expansion for
Dark
fantasy.
Millennium. Yeah, Dark Millennium, they did it for 40k as well. It was just magic and no models.
The first Tyrannic War.
I'm just gonna jump in just to go.
Yeah, what's going on in the chat,
Just to
Flash?
catch up a bit with chat and everything, but also, so we've got an answer from Sam about the Tyranid anthologies, the Great Devourer, the Leviathan Omnibus. As from my understanding, I haven't read it, but I think it was just like a collection of short stories, but it's never from like the Tyranid perspective. If I understand correctly, I might be wrong. I said I haven't read it yet, but
Is that the one that has the Silvergon on the cover?
yeah, I think I'm not too sure. But Barkai says the Omnibus is more of the Cryptus era stuff.
Cryptus.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
What's Cryptus?
As I recall it, so it's Blood Angels, Necrons, and their versus Leviathan in the run up to the devastation of Baal.
Oh, okay.
I think Dwarfenage Jacob asked out, so trying to get a hold of Curse City. To be honest, at the moment, I'm not going to try and get hold of Curse City because it's one of those like the most everything's come out being like, oh yeah, before it was going to be brought back because it's going to be the new thing, but now
You mean
it's
they're
like
gonna
oh,
print more
it's not.
copies of it. That it doesn't matter that it
Yeah, it's
isn't in
like-
stock.
Two departments aren't talking to each other properly, and what I think it's going to be is like they don't even know now when it's going to come back into stock, or if it is going to come back in.
Yeah.
But the way they've advertised it the whole time is like there's going to be expansions to it, and you can't really sell expansions
They said that? I missed
without
that
the
part.
main set. Yeah, when they first announced Curse City, they said there's going to be expansions in the same vein of Blackstone Fortress.
Yeah, well, that's what I would expect. But then they shot themselves in the foot by not having enough units.
They did that with Party in Pain. They've done that with Dominatus.
But those weren't.
It's like
Those are
a-
different, right? Like you just get those and you get some models and yippee yee. But like if this is the new game, then they need to have. It needs to be available.
Yeah. Part of it is definitely
Games
due
Workshop,
to
they don't
COVID.
need to have anything.
What's that, Simon?
It's Games Workshop. They don't need to have anything.
Well, they do need to have models. That's basically their jam.
Nah.
But no, it's weird. It's like
Workshop.
I want them to tell us what happened. Like when Indominus came out, they just like posted up. They're like, "Yo, guys, we own this. We were not ready for how awesome this was and how much you wanted it. We're gonna print some more." It just feels weird that they haven't said anything. Like I think it's indicative that they have no fucking clue about their like stock situation right now. Like there's something big going on. It could be like because there's like shortages in like shipping containers all over the world.
I think it's COVID.
Yeah, but they just tell us it's COVID. Like they've done that before. They've been like, "Hey guys, COVID is happening. Releases are going to be weird for the next few months. You're only going to get one a month instead of one a week or whatever. And that was cool. Like, just tell us that. But they're not.
Agreed.
It feels like backsliding to old Games Workshop.
Agreed.
Stargrave, for example, is a perfect example of how fucked up the Brexit is.
Oh, yeah?
Because the publisher is called Osprey Games.
Yeah.
And they have all kinds of books. They basically do nothing else than publish rule books.
Yeah.
And they do not ship outside the UK into the EU currently.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, because they say they cannot
Because Brexit?
yeah, because Brexit, because they you would have to pay like 17 euros for shipping for a 13 euro book. So no one's doing that. So what they did instead is they made some deal with Amazon. So you can get the books over Amazon, which will probably be a good deal for Amazon and probably not such a good deal for, but at least they're selling the books.
Guys, I have to go for dinner.
Yeah.
I can leave the stream on if you guys want to keep going, but it's pretty late where you are. I don't know.
It is.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm kind of amazed that you're all still going.
Yeah.
Support the indie industry.
So, Nick, I just got a quick question on the sketchbook thing for you. Which one was it that you were after? Was it the Eldar sketchbook or the Duke?
Dark Eldar.
If I can get them both,
yeah, that's going to be hard.
But
I can only find the Eldar sketchbook at the moment.
Yeah,
and I think they personally ships in the UK.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the Dark Eldar one, and I'm willing to buy them both together, but I'm not going to buy just the Eldar one. Because Eldar's okay, but I really like Dark Eldar.
I'll keep an eye out on... I'll keep an eye on it and just say the search for notifications from
I've saved
eBay.
it on eBay, but I don't know this used book thing that you're talking about.
Yeah, I just need to find the ISBN number and then I'll be able to have a proper search on it.
Oh, you don't? It doesn't have it on Amazon?
No, I couldn't find it on Amazon, which was not 100% surprised about, but it's just as soon as you find it, it's all down. It's all easier from there.
Okay.
Just need to get basically a shot of the back of the book where the ISBN number is, and I can go from there.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'll see if I can find that, but who knows? I also want to finish sculpting this before I go for dinner, but really I should just go for it.
So what are you having? What are you having for food?
I think we're having Tuscan stew, which was a delicious thing that Nora made the other day, and we're going to enjoy
Tuscan
it again.
stew, like Tuscan Radio?
That was exactly my thought. That's how good it is.
I imagine it's a bit stringy, isn't it?
It's bantha. It's made with banta pudu.
Nice.
No, Tuscany, the very beautiful region of Italy. That I like.
Tuscany. Okay.
Tuscan stew.
So what's in the stew?
Tuscan Raiders and bantha. Duh.
Sounds good.
What are you guys?
So
you guys going to bed?
So why are we not invited, huh?
Because you live on the other side of the ocean, and it's nighttime.
So what?
You missed it.
Yeah. So what? Let me get to my
teleporter.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh man, I'm rushing.
Oh Jesus. Teleporter would be my death because I would be up too late all the time.
What would be your death?
A teleporter.
Ah, yeah.
So you forgot about the time zones again, right?
I would go diving all around the world with a teleporter all the time.
You do that anyway.
No, I don't.
Not right now, I guess.
There's COVID.
Yeah, I was like, Marco's got so much time for a hobby. It's like, oh, because he's not diving.
I'd still be late.
Absolutely.
I'd still be late for everything.
Even with the teleporter?
Yeah. Oh, I could be there straight away. 5 minutes later. Damn it.
Yep. Okay, guys.
Well, thanks for streaming, guys.
Yes. Let's wrap it up before Mr. Pink gets Nora's wrath.
Exactly. Thank you all for
Mighty
joining the
set
stream
Homer.
in the chat. Good to see you. Everyone's got homework. Go read Hive War by Andy Chambers, set by the Mighty Moloch.
And find me.
I think we should all wave a tentacle goodbye. Look at my camera. Bye, 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 bye,
Bye, bye, bye, bye.
Tentacle, tentacle. Bye, bye.
Wait, give me a sec. Here.
Good.
Tentacle Man.
Damn,
Are they-
I need more tentacles.
I don't have any. Where are my tentacles? Why do I not have
Oh,
tentacles
there's-
to hand? Damn it.
I think Cameron win. Damn.
Okay, bye. Happy birthday, spookiest Boneman. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
joining, everyone.
Happy
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Bye.